What's up, Tiger fans? Welcome back to another episode of Tiger Talk TV. I am the Corey C. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss a single upcoming episode. You can find us on the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcast. Be sure to follow the show and tell every Tiger that you know. And remember, when you support Tiger Talk TV, it all helps the cause, which is the I Love Jackson State University. All right, and we're back with another Jackson State Lady Tiger, true freshman. Let's bring her on up, Pierre-Noelle Tcheuhchoua. Okay, did I get the name right? Was
Yes,
I close? All right, okay. I've been practicing that all day, just waiting for this
you're the
moment.
first person who's ever got it right on the first try.
Well, let's be honest. We cheated. You told me exactly how to pronounce it. Still took me 5 minutes to get it, even with you telling me over and over. So it's all good though. How you doing though? I'm glad to have you.
I'm good. Everything's going good. How about yourself?
Doing well, can't complain. And from what I understand, you're the biggest yapper on the team. That's what they say. Is
Oh
that true?
my!
First of all.
I don't know why people say that. I just speak the truth, and sometimes it just comes off as a little long. But
Okay.
you know, it's fun to be a yapper, I guess.
That's why I couldn't wait to have you. So I want to see that yapper in you right here on Tiger Talk TV. I wanted to be on full display.
We'll see.
All right. So, Noel, start us out with a fun fact about yourself. Give us something not basketball related, just something that'll catch us off guard. Fun fact, hidden talent, something funny, whatever.
A fun fact about myself is I like to walk a lot, and
Like to
I think
walk.
that correlates with the fact that I ran track in high school. So I just always like to be active. If I'm not walking, I'm sleeping or listening to music. I would say listening to. Oh, another fun fact: I love Chris Brown. Like
Chris Brown,
that
have
is
you
my
been?
artist. Like seriously, you could ask any of my teammates, and they will tell you who my favorite artist is. So
Have you been to the Breezy Bowl?
no, too many people.
Too many people.
Yes,
Okay.
like
If that's your excuse for not going to see the
yep.
man that you love, I guess supposedly love too many people.
Yeah.
All right, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so take us back. Let us hear where you're from, represent that hometown, that state, that high school, the whole nine.
Okay, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I went to Omaha Central High School, which is in like the downtown area, and I was a Central Eagle all 4 years of my high school life. And yeah, I remained at Central, and yeah, I really liked the program. Everyone was nice. I love the teachers. All of the teachers are very supportive. I feel like Central by far, from seeing all the other high schools, they're the best leading towards college. Like they really prep me to prepare myself outside of just, athletics and academics as well. But yeah, Central is a really great school and I would recommend it to anybody. So
Awesome. So Nebraska, when most people, especially people from not from that area, when we hear Nebraska, we immediately think football. So is it a football state or is basketball got something to say too?
yeah. Um Wait, Omaha or like the whole Nebraska?
Let's
Because
go
there's
the
different
state.
people in
Is the
both.
state because we think football when we hear Nebraska? Is it a basketball
Oh,
state as well?
Cornhuskers, yeah. We have a good basketball team. Yeah, I'd say so. But I feel like when you think UNL, you think of football because the program is just so big and heavy. You almost forget, like, hey, there's other sports. But yeah, I would say we're good and big in football. We haven't been the best lately, but I'd say that we have a lot of supporters behind us.
Yeah.
Like,
So your basketball story. When did you start playing? How did you start playing? What made you fall in love with the game? Stuff like that.
well, when I was young, like I really didn't have many. Okay, so my parents are not from obviously the US. They came here and then they made a life for themselves. So when they put me and my sisters in like new neighborhoods, we were all in dominantly white schools and like we didn't have very many black friends. So, it was really confusing growing up and trying to figure out who I wanted to be. And then we started hooping and we made a lot more cultural friends. I feel like that's why I think I started to make more cultural friends and like meet more people of my culture. And then I fell in love with it because basketball has no right or wrong. Like I really started playing to release anger, and that's exactly what I did. I was a mess my first couple of years I started playing. Like I was just running up and down, but I was just happy. So yeah, that's why I fell in love with it because right or wrong, it's always just fun. Like if you're having fun, basketball is the right way. That's the right way to have fun.
Where are your parents originally from?
Cameroon, that's what our culture. We're from West Africa.
Okay. So where
Yeah.
were you born? Were you born there and you moved here, or were you born in the states?
I was born in the States, and
Okay.
then I went back when I was younger, but I'm born here. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember going back? Do you still go back?
Yes. Every 3 years we go back, but we've been kind of slouching since I got to high school because a lot of stuff is going on. But yeah, I
Mhm.
remember everything.
How is it over there? Describe it.
Well, my mom's on the wealthier side and my dad's on the more cultural side, so we always visit both sides when we go there. My mom, her side of the family, she stays in a bigger house, a much bigger house. Like her house, my grandma's house is 50 rooms in there. So every time we're there,
Mm. Wow.
we all stay there. Like it's a big family reunion. My aunts comes, my uncles come, and we stay over there and just really have like an event. There's always an event going on. So if it's not that, we'll go with my dad's cultural side, and I feel like it's a good balance of both because you kind of learn that where both sides of my parents came from. My dad really learned like hard, so I think that's why he's always been so hard on us. But that's where I got to where I'm at, so I don't complain. But
Around how old were you when you started playing basketball?
10 or 11, I started late. Yeah, like 11.
Were
Yeah.
you good right away, or did it take some time?
I was fast,
Yeah,
but
that's
that
what.
was and strong. So
Was track first or basketball first?
basketball was first,
Okay.
very first.
And
But
then you. So, do you come from a family of athletes? Because you're pretty athletic. Was that in the genes?
um, half and half. My dad played soccer, and my mom didn't do any sports. So I would
Okay.
say half was from my dad, and most is just me being me. So yeah, I would say yeah.
And what about siblings? I know of at least one younger sister who's hooping, right?
Yeah, all my sisters play sports. I have four other sisters and two
Okay.
brothers. My
Oh,
oldest brother, he's already in college on scholarship for football. It's
where's
called
that?
Midland University. It's a smaller
Okay.
school, yeah, closer to Nebraska. I have three sisters in high school, and then one younger sister who's still in middle school. But yeah, we all hoop. We all stay
Wow.
active. We play volleyball. We run track. We try every sport before we, say no to anything. But yeah,
Wow.
we're
So you're
all
the second oldest?
yes. But I'm the
Wow.
first out of the girls. So
Okay. Okay. And then talk about Nebraska Hoops Elite. You talked about the high school, you loved it, but what about the Nebraska Hoops Elite?
I have a special love for NHE, Nebraska Hoops Elite, because that's where I played AAU. I absolutely love the coaches there. Coach Shaw Wright so really made me the player that I am. I honestly think that program is so organized and they care for each and every one of their players, like up and down, left and right. If you don't have something, they will get it for you. If you want something, they will get it for you. No ride, they will find it for you, and they really make you love the game. They find who you are. Like that's how I found out what kind of player I was through Coach Trail. He taught me my footwork, my moves, my shooting, and all that. So I really have a deep love for that program.
Wow. And talk about your ties to Coach Richards. And I say that because she played at Nebraska. So was there a connection there based on her time in Nebraska or her knowing people from Nebraska, or did she just find you as she was looking for players?
When she was coaching at Alabama, she had a player. Her name was Stretch Dariana Lewis. She had
Mm.
played over there, and she coaches at NHE. And then Dariana was talking to her about me, and so was my coach. And then Stretch, which is what we call her. She was talking to Coach Richards about me as well. We're just kind of like, hey, you need to check her out. Coach Trail was like, yeah, check her out. Like, come see her play eventually. And then me and Richards just started talking. She started keeping up with me, watching my games, my high school games, and then yeah, that kind of just formed.
Okay. So she's basically been recruiting you since she was coaching at Alabama A&M?
No, well, this is after Stretch left. After
Okay.
Stretch, that's kind of how they know each other. That's how
Okay.
Stretch and Coach Richards know each other. But then Stretch had kind of chimed in when my AAU coach, Coach Trail, was
Gotcha.
talking about me to her. Yeah.
Okay. So once she got the job, or at some point after she was the Jackson State coach, she reached out to you. So talk about how the recruitment started and how it went.
As soon as my coach had called me that she was interested in me, I was very excited. Like I'm a very hyper, spontaneous person. I was looking her up, researching,
Hmm.
looking up JSU, everything. And then after a while, we started texting and communicating more and more. A lot more of the coaches, like Coach Howard was reaching out, Coach Morgan was reaching out. And then she started telling me, hey, I watched your games. I loved how you did this. But she would also critique me because I'm a big critiquer. Like, I can do this good, but I want to know what
Hmm.
did I do wrong? She would critique me. Then she offered me. My family was so excited because they really fell in love with her. Like she
Okay.
isn't a person. She's just like me. That's why I like her. She's very, like hyper. So I fell in love with her coaching, and yeah, and that's how my parents kind of got on board with everything. So yeah.
Okay. So you said you started looking up Jackson State after she reached out. So prior to that, you weren't really familiar with Jackson State or the SWAC, then, right?
Not really, no.
Okay. What did you discover in your research? What did you
I
learn
didn't
about Jackson State?
marching band was a big deal until I
Really?
realized what the sonic boom was. And yeah, I did not know that it was such a big deal down here, like especially since because I was in band in high school, but
Okay.
it wasn't as big as JSU's band with the dancers
Mm-hmm.
and the different instruments. Yeah, I didn't realize boom was the boom. Like they are
Yeah.
the bomb.
Yeah.
Period.
So I imagine you've gone to some football games. You got to experience the band in
Yes,
action.
I really liked watching the band a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They play at some of the basketball games too. So be ready.
I
Get
didn't know
ready. Get ready. Did you visit Jackson State?
I did not. It was in the middle of track season, so I never really had, and it's not really a close drive, so I never
Yeah,
really.
it's not a close drive at all. It's a flight.
Yeah, 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 but
Okay, so you committed and signed before you visited Jackson. Had you ever been? Well, I imagine you hadn't been to Mississippi before. Had you even been to the South prior to that? Anywhere
I
close
have
to Mississippi?
no, I have not.
Okay. So you get to Mississippi for the first time. Was that when you were actually coming to move in?
Yeah, that was in June when we had moving day, and yeah, everything was just new and fresh right away.
Okay.
So,
So what were your first thoughts like when you land and you just kind of started looking
well,
around?
I drove here,
Okay.
so that's
I
why
keep
when
saying fly. What was that drive? How far is that? How long did that take?
15,
Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
mhm,
Okay.
yeah.
So initial thoughts, was it a culture shock? Was it kind of what you were expecting or what you were used to in Nebraska?
Only thing I would say was a major difference was just the roads. Like the roads, like as soon as you get in the area, you can tell that you're in Jackson because
Mhm.
they're a little bumpier, which is nothing
A
wrong
little,
with
but you can be honest. It's Tiger Talk.
oh, like
It is what it is. We know you want. Trust me, you want to offend anybody from Jackson. We know.
yeah,
We know.
but the roads are definitely different. I would say I love
Different. I
like
like that.
yeah, I would say I love the black culture. So I
Mhm.
didn't complain about that. That's a lot different from Nebraska because I would say first thing I got, I didn't know there was black people in Nebraska. So then when I got down here, I was like, okay, like this is the kind of area I wanted to be in. So yeah, the roads were different. The accents were hard to get used to because some
Mhm.
people's accents are so like articulated. You got to kind of slow yourself down and like, okay, let me really process what they said. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
When your parents left, how did you feel? Did you cry?
I did, it was just in a moment thing because I've never been away from my parents,
Mhm.
but I've always been independent, if that makes
Okay.
sense. Like I knew I was okay on my own, but me and my mom have a very strong relationship. Like me and my father as well, but my me and my mother are just always been very tight. So when I left her, it was kind of like we still check up on each other every
Mm.
day, but it's not the same thing as seeing her. So
Yeah.
it's still good, but yeah, I was upset a little bit.
So what has it been like so far, just being on your own?
It's good, a lot quieter because there's not seven people fighting or arguing
Yeah.
or screaming, kicking. So it's a lot quieter and a lot more peaceful. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but it's a change.
And what about student life so far at an HBCU?
I really like how classes go here. Like you do stuff at your own time, and I'm a very ahead worker. So of course, especially with athletes, you got to do stuff ahead of time. And I like how you can do work from earlier courses and still be following something in class. The notes are a lot easier because they're lectures. Because I only have two in-person classes because I could not do any more than that after practice. But I really like the program. The teachers are amazing. I have really great teachers, so I can.
What would you say has surprised you the most about Mississippi or just college in general, Jackson State?
What has surprised me? Oh, I would say one thing that has surprised me is the amount of like trust you have to have in yourself. Nobody's gonna be telling you what to do all the time. You have to know, when to stop, when to go to sleep, and you gotta
Mm.
just, manage your own time. It wasn't like a big jump, but it was like like this is for real. Like
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What type of player are you? Talk to us. Describe your game. What are we getting?
I'm a very aggressive, loud, uplifting like teammate, but as far as like playing, I'm very fast. Like I play the 4 and the 5 spot, but I feel like my advantage is my footwork and my speed. Like I could play a girl 6'4" and like 250 pounds.
Okay.
I feel like I could get around her. So like I would say I'm very fast and I'm very aggressive when I drive. I'm a very aggressive rebounder, and yeah, I would say that mainly of those. And I just love to cheer. Like if I'm not in the game, you're
Mhm.
gonna see me running up and down the baseline cheering. Like I love to cheer for my teammates. Like
I can believe it. I definitely can believe it.
ugh.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you from high school and AAU basketball to college ball? Now I know you haven't played a game yet, but just in the practices, 'cause I hear they're pretty intense.
Yeah. Um, for me, I feel like a lot of people would say stay in shape, but I would recommend to anybody to just run track because when I got here from track, I was in very good shape. Like summer conditioning was bad, but it wasn't terrible because I've had worse practices. But I would definitely say when it comes to that, for me, the biggest jump was how like blunt everything is. Like Coach Richards, when she wants something, she's going to tell you exactly how she wants it. And I'm not saying none of my coaches never did that, but her way is kind of very her way, and I love that. So it's
Mhm.
like there's no beating around the bush with her
Yeah,
whatsoever.
no, that's true. Yeah, that's definitely her. What's
Hmm.
your biggest strength? If we were to ask Coach Richards, what was the number one reason she recruited you? She would say, my reason for recruiting her was because of her blank ability.
I would say my jumping ability
Okay.
or my strength. Yeah, or my strength. Yeah.
Okay. What's the thing that you want to work on the most? What part of your game?
Hmm. I would say my ball handling because I could get to the basket, but I want to have a little more than just dribbling to the basket.
Okay. So you want to be able to grab and go? You want to be able to rebound and push it up the floor, or just more in a half court set?
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Talk about this team. Let's hear your assessment, your freshman assessment of the team, and what do you love about the team?
Oh,
Coming up next, part 2. Check the description for the link. If you enjoy our content and appreciate what we do, kindly consider donating to the channel.